Well, it's spooky season and I wanted a good laugh.
Run, Satsuki! Run from yet another Japanese horror movie knockoff! Run!
I know. We've done The Ring like 4 or 5 times.
Hi guys, it's Dante from the Anime Underworld, and today I wanted to talk about this very old and very unhinged classic, Ghost Stories. Now, I know a lot of you have probably seen Ghost Stories, mostly just from other people's reactions. You've seen clips, you've seen reaction videos, you've seen compilations. You know that this anime is more of an abridged parody than it is something like Dragon Ball or literally any other series. I know it's hard to believe, but there is actually a story to this show, if you can believe it. We focus on the main character, Satsuki Minoshita. At least, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. As her family moves to her mother's, or dead mother's, old home and back to her old town. She meets up with a group of friends, such as Hajime, Momoko, and Leo, in order to help find their missing cat as he ran into the old school. And it's here that they find out that this old abandoned school is haunted. Why? Well, it's because back in the day, Satsuki's mom was actually, let's just say, a ghostbuster. She went around town and sealed away evil spirits, placing them in a deep slumber. But now that the town is now urbanizing, the seals have been broken, and now the evil spirits have awakened from their long slumber in order to cause havoc. And one of these spirits, named Kaya, now possessing the cat, is sort of their, let's just say, acquaintance. I wouldn't say friend, but I wouldn't say enemy either. And so with each episode, about 20 of them, it would be quite literally a monster of the week. The group would come into some sort of weird supernatural entity, they would find some way to defeat it, rinse and repeat, all the way up to episode 20. Sounds pretty standard, but here's the thing. Ghost Stories is originally based off of Ghost at School, a Japanese series of children's novels written by Toru Toshimanatsu. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name, I am so sorry. They were pretty scary and critically acclaimed, so much so that they got an award-winning movie and a video game, and then finally, once the show came out, it was painfully mediocre. Yeah, I think that's the best description. Yeah, you'd think being based off a popular book series would be a great idea for the anime, but for some reason, it just didn't work. So, Parit Studio, who, if you know your shows, went on to produce a bunch of big hits back in the day like Yu Yu Hakusho, and would go on to create shows like Bleach, Naruto, Black Clover, and such, decided to shelf it. It didn't really bring in the profits that they hoped, but thankfully, in the late 90s, anime was starting to boom in America with programs like Toonami bringing in anime like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball. So, wanting to break even, they tried their best to sell this to America in hopes of making an English dub version. The problem is, not many studios wanted to take it, seeing as how it was a failed project. So after numerous attempts with ADV Films, they just decided, you know what, screw it. You could do, say, whatever you want, just don't change the name of the characters or change the plot. But you can literally say anything else. And AD Films, along with Steve Foster, took the advantage in a heartbeat. So that's how it went from mediocre and boring to offensive and funny.
I know now that it could never work between us. As much as we wanted to, it could never be. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
The changes made to this series were very minor, but also impacted the story in such a big way. And the changes they made to the characters, oh my gosh. Okay, so Satsuki, I assume, is still the confident leader who is a bit of a smug.
I'm sure I'll live a long, miserable life of heartbreak and alcoholism before a ghost takes me out.
But you also have her neighbor Hajime, who is now a perverted weirdo.
Someone chopped off his head.
He said head.
Leo, who is not only the smart kid, but also now a token Jew.
That's right, I'm 6'1", 180, brown, 9 inches cut. cut, you know, like as in I'm Jewish.
Momoko, who could see the dead, but who is an extreme born-again Christian, or as Democrats like to call her, a normal Christian.
You're such brave, strong, handsome men. Have you accepted Jesus as your personal savior?
No, I'm Jewish.
I just want to make sure that you're saved.
Sasuke's little brother is, mentally challenged. Yeah, we're just gonna say that.
Where's the damn cat? But he... What? Ketchero, what are you, retarded? Obviously. Which way did he go? Now we'll never find out who the ghost is. I hope to God you're adopted.
And don't worry, they don't show favoritism, they offend everyone. Ghost Stories is definitely a hidden treasure. It's gonna piss people off, but it's also gonna make them laugh at the same time. And I do wish that we got more anime just like this. But at the same time, you gotta appreciate the balls this show had. It's spooky, funny, crazy, and unhinged, and I absolutely love it. And I just have to ask, what was the funniest moment in this series for you if you've ever seen the show fully? Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you later, mortals.